Make sure you guys stay until the end. We'll explain how a bad CV axle shaft, if ignored, can cause thousands of dollar damages, and also we'll talk about the inner CV joint that most people never mention as well. Hey guys, welcome back to World Mechanics. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing to the channel. Today will be super helpful video to any of you having a Fiat 500. If you guys have a Fiat 500 and you want to know the symptoms of bad CV axle shaft, stay with us. We'll explain that today. It should work on the whole generation from year 2008 to currently year 2022. Before we start, let me tell you a little bit about us. Every single car we get here at the garage, we try to make at least 200 to 300 free repair videos. Why we guys do that? Because our mission in the shop is to save you as much money as we can. All we need in return, please subscribe to the channel, like the video, that way we can keep making these free videos. And if you guys need to buy any parts, tools, CV axles, check out the link in the description of the video below. You can get them for a really good price, quick shipping, and you can save a ton of money. So what do we have specifically here? Now there is one thing, guys. Okay, when having a bad CV axle shaft, if you keep driving, you may end up getting to the point that your vehicle will not be responsive and it will not be able to move, and that could be really not safe, guys. So we will explain what can happen at that point. Okay, so never ignore the signs of a bad CV axle. Also, it can cause other damages as well, okay, in some cases, and we will explain why. Now, this is, guys, a Fiat 500. It's a front wheel drive car. You will have two CV axle shafts, okay? If you pay attention now right here, okay, let me show you. This is the CV axle that attaches to the tire right here. On the other side, it goes towards the transmission. Now, it can fail in two different ways. It can fail here, the outer CV joint, or the inner CV joint, and you will have different symptoms in either way. Now, people never talk about the inner CV joint, guys. I'm going to talk about that. Make sure you stay until the end. But first one, when they fail, okay, the seals get hard, and when you turn they always expand, they lose flexibility, they crack, and when that happens, okay, check this thing out. They start leaking, guys, grease, and they spray grease everywhere. In some cases it can affect other parts such as crankshaft position sensors, and your car may even die, guys. It may not move. This is a cracked seal on the inner CV axle. The same thing can happen to the one on the outside, and you may notice that if you have a grease buildup on the wheel, on the inside of the wheel, it could build up a bad CV axle. Number two, clicking. When you turn in a parking lot, turning at a stop sign or something like that, or accelerating in a turn, you can hear clicking, okay? And usually, if you have only one CV axle, that's bad. The clicking will be only on certain turns, guys, left or right, and we have a special video that explains how to know which CV axle is bad, left or right one. Now, clicking is the most common one. Third, it can snap to the point that you cannot move, because if it snaps, okay, the CV axle practically will spin freely. It will not be able to spin the wheel, and it can even cause damage to brake lines, multiple things, and that can be really, really dangerous. So it's never ignore, guys, the signs of a bad CV axle. We ordered some to replace ours, so as you can see, ours failed on the inside. Now, another thing, guys, what if the inner one fails? If the inner one fails, you will, guys, develop vibrations, funny vibrations, kind of like you have a wheel out of balance, even though everything will be balanced, or having a bad tire at higher speeds, and when slowing down or downshifting, you will feel vibrations because you develop a plate there, and that plate will start developing vibrations, guys. Those are some of the most common symptoms of bad CV axle on Fiat 500. Hopefully the video will be helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.